What is going on, guys? It is Monster Chappie. We're back today for some more action, and in this video I've got another doubleheader for you guys, and this is definitely going to be some gameplay you're going to want to enjoy because this first game is actually the highest wager match I've played for this year. It's actually a 200k game, playing for that 97 on green, seeing what we can do. And, hopefully we can get the W here on the PlayStation 4. And then the next game is actually on the Xbox One. And that game is against Twista. That's a dude I used to play some team play with back in the day on Game Battles. And that ends up being a really good game as well. So hopefully you guys enjoy this gameplay. Now, there is definitely a lot of goodies to talk about. I mean, with the craziness that popped off in the NFL this past weekend. There's just a lot of stuff going on. There's a major tournament coming up this weekend, and also more NFL playoffs coming up. So there's just a lot football related that is going on right now, and it's actually a great time to get into Madden, great time to be playing Madden, and also a great time to just be a fan of the NFL and football and things like that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive straight into it. So first thing I want to talk about is the rules, officials, and the NFL, and kind of how 3 games, in my opinion, were kind of messed up, or 4 games so far, with NFL rules and things like that, technicalities and little things like that. So, definitely the first game that comes to mind throughout the playoffs so far is the Dallas Lions game. And, that pass interference call that's called 9 times out of 10. That they ended up not calling on that particular play. If you didn't see it, he pretty much face guarded him, got in a little contact, and honestly, almost every time they call that. Now, I don't think it necessarily should have been called, but once it was called, it definitely shouldn't have been picked up. I mean, that right there was pretty bad. And, that kind of not ruined that game. I definitely think the Cowboys still came back and did their thing because the Lions went too conservative. But at the same time, it's just very unfortunate that it comes down to one of those plays that can decide the game. Now, the next game I want to talk about is, of course, the Dallas and the Packers game. I mean, some pretty crazy stuff popped off. First off, there was the catch early in the game where the Green Bay receiver, I think it was Cobb, I want to say it was Cobb, where the ball clearly looked like it hit the ground, and that was called an incomplete pass on the field, I think, and then it was changed to a completed catch, or it was called a catch, and it looked like it should have been overturned, and then they didn't overturn it. So that was pretty crazy. And then, of course, at the end of the game, the wonderful Calvin Johnson rule that just so many people hate that rule, man. That rule is just terrible. The guy comes down with the catch, and of course the ground causes the ball to come loose. So it's pretty much a double standard. The ground can't cause a fumble, but it can cause an incomplete pass or an incompletion. And that's just really weird, and I think that bothers a lot of people because, you see a guy get a clear catch, and then he just lays down and, freaking the ball comes loose, and all of a sudden it's an incomplete pass. And then there's a debate of what's the football move, at what point is a football move made? Is a guy diving for a pass, diving to get more yards, etc., etc.? And honestly, I mean, most of the people that know the rule, kind of anticipated that it was going to be overturned into an incomplete pass. And so, it's just unfortunate that ended up causing them the game. Still a great game nonetheless. Sorry for the quality in this video. I was actually streaming this game, and my program was running a little bit funky, but, we got some new settings now, so hopefully that won't be a problem in the future as we run these Xbox games on the stream and get the quality for you guys as well. But then the other game, man, that Ravens-Patriots game. Now, some people are going to say, oh, it's within the rules. And then those are the same people that complain about things like route switching, nano blitzing, if you want to call it that. Although I don't think there's really any nano blitzes this year. But these are the people that complain about that, or people that complain about, people running the same plays over and over. So if you're comfortable with route switching, with people running the same plays over and over, and with, whatever anybody wants to do within the game of Madden, blocking kicks, etc., then you probably don't have a problem with what the Patriots did. But I mean, if you're one of the other guys, I can't see how you cannot have a problem with what the Patriots did. Yes, it was within the technical rule book of the game, but it's definitely as cheap as you can get. I mean, it's just borderline cheating. And the Patriots, you know, they're just notorious for this, and this is just kind of why that persona for that team is just, you know, by a lot of other people around the league, you know, you just put asterisks next to them. I mean, I don't give them credit for any of those Super Bowls. You can agree or disagree with me, but I put a little asterisk next to them as Delaney Walker comes up with the huge catch right there. So we're down 14-0. But, you know, I don't know. I just don't respect it. I mean, you come out with 4 linemen, and then you just say the 5th guy just, you know, whispers to the ref, yo, I'm not eligible this play. Like, come on, man. That's some cheese right there, man. That's about as cheesy as it gets. And I really didn't like that. I wish, you know, that rule hadn't been taken advantage of. And hopefully it's addressed in the offseason as well as the Calvin Johnson catch rule, basically. And, you know, just some other stuff like that. There's a lot of little rules like that that can really have a huge outcome on the game. And unfortunately, it has dramatically affected several of the games in the playoffs thus far. So that's that. That's pretty much all I really wanted to say about that at this moment in time. Now, this weekend, again in Virginia, there's going to be a 10K tournament. So if you want to get in there, get in that money, go ahead and check it out, man. I posted a video with all the information previously in my last video, and if you are able to make it, if you're within driving distance, maybe if you just want to watch it or whatever, you know, go ahead and attend, show some support. It definitely helps a lot. And if not, at least check out the stream. Hopefully they do have the stream going. I'm pretty sure they will. They have in the past, so hopefully they'll have a stream going, and if they do, I'll definitely link you guys that. And it's usually twitch.tv/gridirongaming, but it's something like that. So I'll let you guys know the details about that specifically. But we're coming up to the end of this ball game here, 4th and 2, and we do end up getting a clutch stop right there. So now we got to get the ball in the end zone. 3 points does not help us here, and we fumble sack. Are you kidding me? Wow, talk about choking. Big time right there. And then he hits us with the PA end around. A very popular play. Very good play for that route right there on the left side. Not too many people take advantage of that route, but the guys who really know how to run it do it well and definitely sneak in that pass. But my man Luke Kuechly comes up with such a clutch interception, and we're definitely grateful to have him on the team, man. He's still, in my opinion, the best middle linebacker in the game. Definitely top 3 for sure. And, you know, regardless of what ratings say, man, the dude just makes plays. He's just clutch. He just does not drop interceptions, at least for me. Another guy that's kind of like that is Julius Peppers. He's an absolute beast, doesn't drop anything. We find Mike Evans across the middle of the field, get a huge pickup. But you know, in Madden, with the face catches and lob streaks and things like that, you're never safe, especially if they only need 3 points. I mean, all it is a matter of getting a good animation. Right here, he throws up a nice dot across the middle of the field. 10 seconds left. Lobs it up. And, ooh, his man looked like he got his hand on it, but he drops it. Not sure why he ran the ball right there. I kind of wouldn't have agreed with that play call. And so we just sent a lot of heat on that last play, and that ends up leading to our victory. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this gameplay. That last game was for 40K, and again, the first one was for 200. But I hope you guys have been enjoying the playoffs thus far. And until the next time, we gone.